With relationships and marriages today, they're a lot different than what they used to be. Relationships and marriages, at one time or another, a lot of them used to be based on Jesus Christ. They used to be based on love at first sight and just connecting together. But in today's day and age, you don't hardly see that with relationships and marriages. Like I said, I remember a time like in marriages, especially back in the older days, with older couples that I've sat down and talked to. Their relationship was based on Jesus, and their relationship was based on them meeting and always putting someone else first. And in relationships now, you don't see that. In relationships, you see it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You see, oh, I want the power. No, I want the power. I want the control. It can't be about that. It has to be both people coming together and connecting and communicating together. If you don't trust each other, if you don't respect each other, if you don't communicate together, if you don't have that bond together, the relationship will not work. Well, the first thing is always put the Lord number one. Always put Jesus number one. It will work every single time when you put Jesus and the Lord number one. But when you don't put the Lord number one, when you start to put yourself in the mix, when you start to think about yourself or the other person starts thinking about themselves, it won't work. When you start, especially letting the devil creep in and kick in, it won't work. And like for me, it's not the fact that I don't ever want a relationship. It really has to be the Lord to put somebody in my life. For me, if I'm with someone, it used to be a time for me where I always wanted the relationship. I always wanted somebody. I always wanted to have somebody. I just had to have the desire and passion to be with somebody. But now, when you think about it, it's not an ultimate. It's not something that I really have to have now, because I've got money, I've got music, I've got ministry, I've got the Lord Jesus Christ. That's really all I need, and family. That's all I need. Now, like I say, if somebody comes into my life, hey, that's perfect. But if somebody doesn't come into my life, hey, that's perfect too. I'm happy. Now, like in Harlan County, if it was my choice, if I wanted to have somebody in a relationship in Harlan County, it would be in Harlan County, Kentucky. It would be like someone like a Jesse Bald, or a Kendra Clem, or a Sierra Foster, or I would, those some great women right there that I just named off, and not only them, but like some great women out in the world. But like I said, if Harlan County, if it was up to me to choose who I wanted, it would be either Jesse Bald, Kendra Clem, or Sierra Foster, one of the three women. But I mean, like I said, you can't depend on somebody. The only person you can depend on is Jesus. But in a relationship and marriage, you have to have Jesus and the Lord number one. Now, if you're not serving Jesus and you're not having the Lord number one, then in a relationship and marriage, you've got to bond, connect, communicate, trust, love, and respect each other. If you don't have those 6 things in a relationship, period, the relationship will not work. But like I said, for me, I'm fine if somebody comes into my life. And like I said, hey, if it was me right now, I could be with somebody right now, or I could have somebody in a life right now. And yeah, I'll take Kendra North and Jessica Barrett from Harlan County, Kentucky. I would take a lot of women in around the world, period. I would take all the women around the world, period, if it was up my choice. But it's not about what I want, it's what Jesus wants. And in life, Jesus wins every time. In life, Jesus is the man.